Over a dozen members of independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s family endorsed President Biden in Philadelphia today. Biden is wrapping up a three-day swing of the key battleground state. Our Weijia Jiang joins us now from the White House. And Weijia, what signal is the Biden campaign trying to send with these endorsements?
Well, Nicole, I think the very fact that they had this announcement during a huge campaign event in Philadelphia shows how seriously Democrats are taking RFK Jr.'s run. I think earlier on it was easier to dismiss him, but he has been gaining traction. And they're not so much worried, of course, that he will win the presidency. But when it comes down to it, you know, this race between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is going to be won in just a handful of swing states. And if RFK Jr. can make a difference in those states, it could be devastating for President Biden. And so they're signaling that they're taking this seriously. And I think also, what more can you say except your own family is deciding to vote against you? I think that message speaks for itself.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we did hear from several members of the Kennedy family today about their endorsement. Here's Carrie Kennedy, the sister of RFK Jr. Let's take a listen.
We want to make crystal clear our feeling that the best way forward for America is to re-elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to 4 more years. Nearly every single grandchild of Joe and Rose Kennedy supports Joe Biden. That's right. That's right. The Kennedy family endorses Joe Biden for president.
So let's talk about the timing here. Why are many of the Kennedys backing Biden now?
Well, I think they have backed him for quite some time, but this is the first public endorsement. In fact, here in March, the president hosted more than 24 Kennedy family members, so they have a close bond. The president today recalled that both Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and, of course, John F. Kennedy were inspiring to him, and how he keeps a bust of Robert F. Kennedy in his office. And so I think this is just, an important time because they're really ramping up all their efforts to face off with Donald Trump. And it's interesting because Carrie Kennedy, during her remarks today and during several interviews today, she didn't really want to talk about her brother. In fact, in these remarks at the campaign event, she didn't even mention him by name, but she did insist that the race was only between Biden and Trump, that no one else could possibly win it. It's an awkward situation, but I think, they're trying to throw their support behind President Biden because, again, they are aware that there could be a spoiler vote because of their brother.
And given that, we also heard from another sibling of RFK Jr., Joe Kennedy, who told reporters that his brother should drop out. Let's listen to him as well.
Would you encourage your brother to drop out?
Of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Of course I would.
Appreciate it.
So to your point about RFK Jr. potentially being a spoiler, is this an attempt to pressure him?
Well, certainly, these are public remarks, and it's one thing to say them in public. You have to wonder the conversations that they are having in private, too. This is a political dynasty. This is a family that is very familiar with races and with politics in the U.S. And so, it's hard to imagine that they aren't having private conversations with RFK Jr. too, but it does send a signal to their relative if they're even willing to say it in public. And also during that interview, the former congressman stressed that we have to do everything we can to make sure not a single vote is taken away from Biden.
All right, Weijia Jiang at the White House, thank you so much.